Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something a little different today. We're going to be looking at natural healing, especially for things like allergies and all that.
Okay, sounds good.
We've been digging into the work of this Dr. Hassan Al-Warraqi.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah. Heard some interesting things. Lots of honey.
Yeah. That was one of the things that caught our eye too. It's all about honey, right? Like using natural stuff to help your body kind of heal itself.
Yeah, very holistic approach. It's not just about taking a pill when you get sick. It's like, how can we prevent getting sick in the first place?
Exactly. And he's got this whole system, right? With like 5 stages.
5 stages, that's right. And it's really all about cleansing and purification, getting rid of all those toxins.
So like a cleanse, but more involved.
Yeah, much more involved. It's not just a juice cleanse for a few days. It's a whole lifestyle change.
Okay, so let's break this down. What are these 5 stages?
All right, so stage 1, he calls it oral cavity cleansing.
Oral cavity cleansing. So like mouth stuff.
Exactly. It's all about being super meticulous with your oral hygiene.
Brushing your teeth and all that.
More than that, even. You're brushing your teeth, your gums, your palate, even cleaning your tongue.
Wow. Okay, so it's pretty detailed.
Oh, yeah. He really emphasizes the importance of a clean mouth.
Okay, that's just stage 1, right? What's next?
Stage 2 is nasal care.
Nasal care. So like nose stuff.
You got it. This is where you start using natural solutions to clean out your sinuses and your whole respiratory tract.
So like saline rinses?
Exactly. You can use a saline rinse or even try a neti pot if you're brave.
A neti pot. Those things look kind of scary.
They can be a bit intimidating at first, but they're really effective for flushing out your nasal passages.
I might have to try that. Okay, what about stage 3?
Stage 3 is perioral and nasal care.
Hold on, let me write this down. Perioral and nasal. Okay, what does that even mean?
Basically, it just means cleaning the areas around your nose and mouth, using natural disinfectants.
Oh, okay. So like what, tea tree oil or something?
Tea tree oil is a good one.
Yeah.
Diluted apple cider vinegar can work too.
Huh. So just stuff you might have around the kitchen.
Exactly. Simple, natural ingredients.
All right, stage 4.
Mm-hmm.
What's next in this cleansing journey?
Stage 4 he calls upper region care.
Upper region care, okay.
So that's all about cleansing the skin around your sinuses, your eyes, basically the whole area surrounding your nose.
So it's like we're expanding outward with each stage.
You got it. We're working our way up step by step.
This is a pretty involved process, huh? Like, is this an everyday thing?
That's a good question. Dr. Al-Warraqi recommends incorporating these practices into your daily routine, but he also knows that everyone's life is different. Some people might not have time for all of this every single day.
Right.
It's more about finding a rhythm that works for you and being consistent, even if it's just a few times a week.
So it's about making it sustainable. I like that.
Absolutely. And then we finally arrive at stage 5, protection and prevention.
Protection and prevention. Sounds important.
This is where the honey comes in.
Oh, right, the honey. You mentioned that before. I'm really curious about this part.
Dr. Al-Warraqi is a big believer in the power of honey, raw honey specifically.
Okay, raw honey.
Yeah.
So what are we putting it on our skin?
You can use it topically, but he mainly recommends gargling and rinsing with it.
Gargling with honey. Interesting.
Yeah, he believes it creates kind of a protective barrier in your throat against those nasty bacteria and viruses.
Really? So like honey to fight off colds and flu. How does that even work?
Well, raw honey has natural enzymes and antioxidants that can help boost your immune system. And because it's thick and sticky, it can coat and soothe your throat.
Huh. Interesting. So it's like a natural cough drop kind of thing.
Yeah, you could think of it that way. It's not a replacement for traditional medicine, but it can be a helpful addition to your routine.
Right, of course. It's always best to consult your doctor. But it's fascinating to see how we can use natural ingredients like this.
It really is. And we talked about allergies earlier. Well, honey can actually help with those too.
Wait, really? Honey for allergies? I've never heard that before.
Yeah. It's because honey has anti-inflammatory properties, so it can act as a natural antihistamine, which could potentially reduce allergic reaction.
Okay, hold on. So we're gargling with honey to help with allergies.
Exactly. And, of course, you still want to avoid your known allergens as much as possible, like pollen and dust.
Right, of course. Common sense stuff.
Yeah.
But honey as a natural antihistamine, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing natural remedy. Oh, and there's one more thing Dr. Al-Warraqi recommends, which might surprise you.
Okay, lay it on me. What else does he suggest?
Fasting.
Fasting. Like not eating at all.
Exactly. He believes that fasting can help strengthen your immune system.
How so? I mean, isn't food important for your immune system?
Of course, food is important, but Dr. Al-Warraqi argues that when you fast, your body can kind of redirect its energy. Instead of focusing on digestion, it can focus on healing and regeneration.
Huh. Interesting. So it's like giving your body a break to do some internal housekeeping.
Exactly, and that can give your immune system a much-needed boost.
That makes sense. Is there, like, any scientific evidence to support this idea of fasting for immunity, or is it more of a traditional practice?
There's definitely a growing interest in the scientific community about the potential benefits of fasting. There are some studies that suggest it could have positive effects on things like cellular processes and inflammation, which are connected to immune function. But, we need more research. It's still early days.
Right, right. And it's probably a good idea to talk to your doctor before trying anything like that.
Absolutely. Always a good idea to get professional advice, especially before making big changes to your diet.
So to sum it all up, it sounds like Dr. Al-Warraqi's approach is about way more than just honey, right? It's about cleansing, it's about fasting, it's about this whole lifestyle change.
Exactly. It's about a holistic approach to health and well-being. And he's really big on preventative measures, too.
Preventative measures like what?
Well, basic stuff like maintaining good personal hygiene, keeping your living spaces clean, even using air purifiers to get rid of allergens in the air.
So it's like he's taking these traditional ideas like honey and fasting, but also combining them with modern advice.
Yeah, I think that's what makes his approach so unique. He's really drawing from a variety of sources to offer a new perspective on natural healing.
It's definitely given us a lot to think about. So for our listeners out there who are interested in learning more about Dr. Al-Warraqi's methods, what would you say is the kind of the key takeaway?
That's a good question. I think the biggest takeaway here is that natural remedies like honey, and combined with things like mindful cleansing and maybe even fasting, these can be really powerful tools for supporting your overall well-being.
Absolutely.
Of course, it's always important to do your own research, consult with your doctor, your healthcare professional, and of course, listen to your body.
Great advice. And this leads us to a final thought-provoking question for our listeners. Could incorporating some of these natural remedies and practices help you unlock a whole new level of well-being? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See ya.